So this is the continuation of the speech by the justice I was telling you about, the judge, about judiciary in Nigeria. Let us listen to her.
Problem. How do I do? And I want to go to court. And I always tell them, if this is where you are going to get your food, forget it. Continue your business. You can have your place. It will be determined when it will be determined. But that is not even a good commentary coming from somebody who was a judicial officer. The backlogs are too many. We are repelling investors. Nobody is going to invest in a country where the judicial system is not working, where disputes take forever to be resolved. Nobody is coming there. There was a survey of the top 10 African countries, and sadly my nation wasn't there. And if you look at why those other nations, some of them are neighboring countries, why they were selected. Some, it's integrity. Some, it will be speed of adjudication. Some, it is independence of the judiciary. Some, it is the adherence to human rights. That is what elevated these countries, And if we're to tackle the judicial system, we will see that these are areas that we are weak in. But I do not blame the majority of the judges because honestly, the judges are working. You have a lot of judges with integrity that are working, and they are working very well. But the system does not help them. A system where, and the vice president mentioned it, every case goes to courts and it goes right up to the apex courts. It cannot work. Nigeria is a very litigious nation. The elections, oh my goodness, the elections, the electoral system, it is so flawed.
Well, I want to disagree with her there, that the judges are working very well. Why is it that all the Supreme Court judges, especially on during elections, fail? Why don't they give a fair hearing? They depend on technicalities, collect bribe, allegedly collect bribe, and pass nonsense judgment. I don't think I agree.
When I was in Owerri, about 2-3 years ago, dealing with primaries, absolutely no internal democracy from the parties, the hierarchy of the headship of the parties, no internal democracy. Somebody will win, you will substitute another person. Of course, they are going to go to court.
And yet, when they go to court, the judges now grant the other person, the wrong person, justice. They give them justice. Look at the case of Akpabio, when he did not even contest for Senate. But he's a Senate president now. What of Ahmed Lawan? Ahmed Lawan too did not contest for Senate. He was contesting for president. Akpabio too was contesting for president when the primaries were for Senate was done. So what are we saying?
In one of the parties had the same day the letter came out, primary elections. Another one said, direct primaries. The same day, another letter came, indirect primaries. So the candidates that came through direct primaries took the ones that came through indirect primaries to court. Or needless litigation. And they are killing the judges, writing, judgments that they should not write. So, this is a message.
So why not the judges pass the right judgment? Very simple. If the wrong thing is done and it's taken to court, why not the judges pass the right judgment? Why?
Also to the politicians, you have to help this country. You have to help this country. And then the judges themselves, the Lord will help us. Honestly, He will help you. He will not allow us to be tools in their hands, because it is very attractive. Any judge that wants to be multi-billionaire, you can do it easily. You don't even have to ask for it. They are chasing you, you know. But if we're going to help this country, we have to stand beyond. If I go against the system, I may not get to the apex court, or I can be, posted to some strange place. We have to go beyond that. We have to go beyond that, and we have to come out in our boldness now. We have to come out in our boldness. We have to be bold. We have to be ready to confront the system. We have to be ready to confront the system. The sages we talk about of old, they are ordinary men like me and you. They're ordinary men. But these ones just decided that we are going to defend the people. They came against Decree 2, they came against Decree 4. And we are talking about totalitarian regimes of those days, that is Buhari and Babangida. But they went ahead and they decided, okay, if you say that you don't want us to intervene in those areas of the Constitution that you have suspended, whatever acts you do, you must have followed the law. And of course, soldiers, because I'm a soldier's child, they don't believe in, they believe in orders. That way, they were able to liberate. You saw judgments from bold people. So I'm calling for boldness, and I'm also calling for the NJC, who is doing a noble job. I must not celebrate them because of the headship. There is a difference. They're going against corruption. They're going against all kinds of misconduct. But at the same time, we must be careful that we do not weaken judges that want to go out of the mold and come out in defense of the people and stand against the system. We have to be able to protect those ones, because if you don't have your way in a case, what happens in Nigeria now is they will write petitions. It's like they have even forgotten the appellate process. It is easier to write a petition. And when you write a petition, there's nobody in this room that does not have a skeleton in their cupboard. Everybody has a skeleton. By the time you start digging into a person's past, there is something you will find, And if one is not careful, a bold judge can be finished just because that judge has gone against the norm, against the society, and the person is a person of truth. So that is my plea to the NJC. Now, another plea is going to be for the everybody, the National Assembly, the presidency. We must pass those bills concerning the judiciary that I believe are before the National Assembly right now. Because I was part of the Summit of Justice. That's why I'm happy that Mr. Mikiao is here, because he was the president of the Bar Association at the time.